Okay, I think, am I live? I want to confirm. I'm looking at my channel. Hello. I can't tell whether this is working. Oh, okay. Yes, we're live. It appears. Yep. Okay, great. I'm just gonna make more levels for this thing today. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm doing the streamer faux pas of looking at my phone. Okay, I'm not looking at my phone anymore because I'm a professional. So I think I haven't done a whole lot since last time. We've still got these 3 levels. The CY might look a little different. These guys, these little star icon thingies are probably going to go, because I realized that when the star is a collectible, it doesn't make sense for the star to also represent the other non-star related goals. So I'll probably just have, like, you know, a general icon for clearing the level, and then a separate icon for getting the star, and then a separate icon for beating the time trial or whatever. So anyway, yeah, like this is one of the levels we made last time. It's pretty much the same. I don't remember if I had this last time, but now I have it so that when you beat a level, you go back to the world screen, you can select a different one. This thing, I messed with the numbers a bit, so it's a little slower, which will hopefully make it easier for new players. I always want to make things easier than I think they need to be, because I know that I'm way too used to the controls of this game. I also fixed the little issue with it jittering by giving it like a range that it looks for, and so it kind of just like shimmies and like fidgets in place. Oh wait, you know what's interesting? It doesn't, it's interesting that it never stops. It doesn't like change direction until it gets to a corner. Did I do that on purpose? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that for right now because I've already spent a lot of time on it. I'll come back to it later. For now, I want to make the 3 World 2 levels. So, okay, let's get everything we need for a level. We know we need our tiles. We need our exit. Wait a minute, that's not what I want. There we go. What? Why? Oh, it's underneath. That's not correct. Why are you? Oh, I'm so silly. It's because these tiles are the like opaque walls or whatever. So yeah, so my thing with World 2 is, compared to World 1, where the player is just sort of figuring out the basic movement, I want this to challenge them a bit more to sort of balance their like speed. You know, I want there to be some parts where they're going to have to sort of make a mad dash for it, and other parts where they're going to have to be really slow and cautious navigating like a narrow corridor. And I think I want to add some obstacles. So I was thinking to start with maybe just like a basic sort of bullet would work. Just some cannons that you have to avoid. And there's gonna be a lot of this today. So trying to decide between, like, the simplest cannons would be just like, you know, a line of cannons that fire in one direction at a set interval. And you know what, I'm gonna, oh hello, that's not the right screen. There we go. I want to draw some of what I'm thinking to help me visualize. So one idea would be, like, here's the ship, and you've got just like a line of cannons that, you know, fire at this consistent rate, and so then the player has to weave through. That would be pretty tricky with these controls, so I probably need to make them fire relatively slowly or be really spaced out. Another idea could be a cannon that tracks the player, so it would have this sort of swivel, and then that would be a good way to keep the player moving, which I definitely want to do. Another idea could be you've got like a laser that just goes in a line and turns on and off, and so the player has to time you know, going through it. So any of these would work, but I think the simplest to start with would probably just be this basic one. So let's do that. I feel like a lot of time the best thing to do in game development is the easiest thing, at least to start with. So why don't we make just a really simple... Oh, you know what? The other thing I did between last stream and this stream that I forgot about is I added a moving camera thing. So now it's possible to have multiple rooms in a level, which will be useful. So yeah, let's just make some simple hallways. What does that look like? Yeah. So we could have like the ship should get the ship in here. Have the ship start up there. And then maybe we could have, like, you know, one cannon in this hallway and then two cannons down here, and maybe, I don't know, 3 cannons in there or something, or a trickier arrangement of them. So now let's make our cannon. I guess we should have a sprite. So how big should they be? I feel like, I mean, with how low res this is, they could literally just be like 2 pixels sticking out of the wall. Maybe I'll, or even maybe I'll do 4x4 like the ship. So let's go to Asprite, and we'll do 4x4. And I mean, we could literally just do that. I don't know, is there anything, oops, anything more creative that we could do? I'll just do that for now. Don't look at my files. I should have thought through that. It's fine. So, alright, that can be our cannon for now. And then I'll make just another 4x4 bullet. And I like to use this more colorful preset. I think the bullet should be red to distinguish it from everything else. So we could do something like that. And let's export that. Okay. I'm going to switch off the display really quick while I put these in. I don't think there's anything like in my file explorer that would end up doxing me, but just to be safe. Okay. So, you know what I'm going to do really quick? Make sure that I'm on the right, okay, I'm on the right microphone, good. I'm ignoring that. Oh, wait, no, just kidding, everything's fine. Alright, so we've got our cannon and our bullet. So let's make the cannon. The cannons, should they have collision? I think so. So we can make them static bodies. And they'll have a collision shape, which will be a 4x4 rectangle. And they will have a sprite. Which looks like that. Did I? Oh my god, I misspelled cannon in the image. Alright. There's our cannon. Now, how does... Will this interpret rotation correctly? Let me make sure that this looks right in the viewport. Okay, yeah. That looks fine. You know what though? I think it's too big. I mean, we can just, can we have it display behind the tile set? Although I guess, yeah. There we go. I may even want it that far in, but it's nice to have the option, I guess. We could even like have it stuck out a little bit and then as like a shooting animation it could go in for a second. That might look kind of neat, but I won't worry about that yet. So all right, there's our cannon. And now we need to program the shooting. So first I just want to make sure, okay, it is, yeah, it's rotated 90 degrees. So we could just have it shoot in its negative Y direction. I don't understand why sometimes these scripts are automatically have capitalized names and sometimes they have lowercase names. And I just like to give everything a class name just in case. So we're gonna want an export var for our bullet, which we'll probably use as a packed scene that's being instantiated. And let's go ahead and make that bullet. I'm also going to save this as a scene. And our bullet will be an area. And maybe to give the player, I think I'm going to do a 4x, well, right, we have the 4x4 sprite, but maybe to give the player some leeway, we'll make the collision shape 2x2. Oops. Yeah, see, like there it was lowercase. Oh, well, that's because it's a scene. Maybe if you save it as a scene first? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like that's what it is. But I don't know if that needs a script yet. Actually, probably does. Because we'll want it to destroy itself when it hits a wall. So the cannon, I want to give it collision layers. So it should be in layer 2 if the player's bumping into it like a normal thing. But I think the bullet, well, we're going to want the bullet to we're going to want the bullet to detect walls and break when it hits them, but not detect the cannon as it's coming out. So we could give everything an alternate layer for bullet collision. That's probably the neatest way to do it. So let's give our basic tiles layers. Where's? Oh right, tile set, physics layers. Why can I know? Oh, because I have to edit the parent. So we'll add a layer 3, and that'll be, so the bullet will detect 1 for the player and 3 for the wall. And okay, so let's give it a sprite. All right. And let's give it a body entered connected to itself. For now, we'll just say Q free. Eventually, we'll probably do like a little particle explosion. But yeah. And we also want it to move in a constant direction. So why don't we probably want to have the cannon be the one that sets that. So let's just give it a couple variables. So we'll have so we'll have a speed, which is a float, and we'll have a move direction, which is a vector 2, and in the physics process, it'll move according to, wait a minute. Do I want this to be a kinematic body so I don't have to translate it? I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. So yeah, until I learn better, I'm just gonna do it like this. So it'll translate itself according to the move dir times the speed times delta. And to the, yeah, that's what we want. Oh wait, move, no, translate. Yes, that's what we want. All right, so now return to our cannon. Let's find our bullet. And add it to our cannon. And for now, so here, let's make a shoot function. So we will say we'll make a var new bullet, That's a bullet. Did I not make a class name? I'll do that. So new bullet equals packed bullet dot instantiate. I guess we'll add it as a child. Child packed bullet. No, new bullet. And then we'll set, so new bullets speed will, and actually let's make an export bar for this so we can mess with it. Say B speed for bullet speed, and it's a float. Equals B speed and new bullet dot move dir equals I guess it'll be our, well, we want our local y direction. So do 2D nodes have basises? I don't think they do. Let's just see what happens if we say vector2 up. Oh, and let's move this after. I don't really know if that'll make a difference, but it feels right. Alright, so then we have our shoot function. For now, let's just say on ready it's going to shoot. I don't see anything happening. Let's instead let's just check for a spacebar press. Alright, so I see it flashing, but it's not doing anything. I'm wondering if it must be instantly touching the wall. It is. So we probably there's a couple things we could do. The first thing I can think is we can change the spawn location of the bullet to the actual mouth of the cannon, which sounds like a good idea. So let's make a marker, and we'll call it spawn, or we'll call it yeah, we'll just call it spawn location. And the spawn location is there. Oh, also for this basic cannon, I don't want it to be rotated or positioned. I want that to be, yeah, unique to this one. Oops. All right. So we want to move our bullet, so dot position. I guess we should do global position equals, oh, and we have to declare, hold on, cannon, on ready bar, spawn position equals spawn, oh, it's spawn location. Equals spawn location dot global position. Alright, so let's see what this does. Hello? That's so incorrect. So we can see, oh, it wouldn't be because of the rotation, would it? What if we print spawn location global position? Because it should be, what does that say, 2230? So it looks correct, but the bullet's way over there. That's completely bizarre. Okay, so if we print the bullet, or maybe it's because of the child adding. Maybe that should happen first. Oh wait, shit. Okay, that did fix it, but now it's not moving. So why might that be? Because we haven't set a speed, of course. Okay, because I didn't hit enter on setting the speed. There we go. Beautiful, okay. Let's just make the bullets under the cannon. Nope. Okay. Beautiful. But I think I want it a little faster. Yeah, it's fine for now. Okay. Oh, I'm so tired. Alright, so now we just need to make a timer to have this happen automatically. So let's go to our cannon scene and add a timer. And let's declare our timer as a variable. And now we'll say I don't think we need a state machine for this. I actually don't even know if we need the physics process for this, because we can, in our timer, we can have it auto start, and it's not one shot, so it'll repeatedly restart. We'll connect our timeout signal and shoot on the timeout signal. And I'm just going to add, just to make this easier so that we don't have to access the cannon's children, I'm going to add a shoot time export var, and then in our ready function I'm going to say timer dot wait a minute. What is the value? Wait time. Wait time equals shoot time. We'll comment that out for now. Okay, so now we go back to our level, and we can set a shoot time, and we can say 1 second for now. Nice. So that looks, that's pretty fast. It's doable, but it's probably too fast for your first cannon, for baby's first cannon. That's more like it. Alright, now let's cause it to kill the ship. So, do we want to do that in the cannon, or I mean in the bullet, or in the ship? I don't think it really matters. Although it's probably, it's probably one more step to do it through the bullet, so I'll just do it through the ship. We don't have an on body entered, although, well, so we would have to okay, yeah, that doesn't come with like an on area. So either we have to add an area to our ship, or we have the bullet detect whether it has hit a player, and if it has, then it'll call its death function. So I think I'm gonna add an area, because we might reuse this later, and we'll just call it hurt box. Although I always get confused about hitbox versus hurt box terminology. Is the hurt box the box getting hurt, or the box doing the hurt? I don't know. I'll just say hitbox for now. And we'll add a collision shape. We'll make it the same as our other one for now. we're gonna make it, I think it'll only detect, oh wait, what layer did we put the bullet in? We didn't put it in one, so let's put it in one. We have, that's right. Let's make it layer 4. Unless we want bullets to detect each other, which I kind of like the idea of them exploding off each other. So we can make them layer 3 for now. So our hitbox will look at layer 3 and we'll say on area entered, connect that to the ship. So on this area entered, you die. And it should be as simple as that. Oh, that's wrong. Yep, look at that, beautiful. Oh, where is the ship? What? Wait a minute. Oh. It's because right. I changed how end level works. So now it relies on the game manager being present. I'm wondering if it would be worth reconfiguring all of this in such a way that the game manager is a singleton instead of like being the parent of everything. But I could also, I could have some kind of if for like, if it's the top of the tree. Is that a thing you can do? If, what would you do? Get tree dot root is self? Print, yeah. Okay, that doesn't work. Tree's root window. Root window. Is there a root that's not a window? Let's what do you got in get tree? Or wait a minute. Get tree returns the scene tree. The whole thing, huh? First known in group. Edited scene root. What does that mean? The edited scene. No, still no, yeah. Okay. In that case, what if if I make the game manager a singleton, I wonder if it'll just work, or if I'll have to change anything. So we go to well, although the problem the problem with the game manager right now is that it's like spawning everything as children of itself. So maybe I should just make my world 2 icon thingy. This whole like game structure thing is kind of an art form of its own. Alright, this is world 2, not world T2. World 2. And world 2, we want, well, we want you to be a 2, don't we now? And we want to put some levels in. I guess we can just reuse our level 1 icon and replace the, right? Replace the export var with our new level. I think that should be fine, right? So then, oh, but now we need a way to go between worlds. Curses. Well, maybe this isn't worth doing right now, because, I mean, we know that the death works, it's just that we can't restart without, you know, being connected to everything. So yeah, let's start with, you've just got this one cannon to evade, and then maybe down here, make a couple more. Could have 2 cannons. And then maybe up here, maybe we could have them facing each other. I don't know if that would actually make things harder. Let's find out. Now I'm noticing that they're not deleting each other. Oh, it's because it only has on body entered right now in their areas. So if we want them to delete each other, then we also need to connect area entered. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's not really any different So if we had 2 rows of them, it might be. Or we could do something like that. That's kind of fun. Sure, let's leave it as that for now. And okay, let's go to the next level. Excuse me. This will be 2, 2. Okay. All right, we gotta add another guys. I wonder if I should. Oops! I wonder if I should just make the tiles a default part of the level scene. I feel like maybe I should. As well as the exit portal. So, okay, we've got these cannons. Oh, and that, I just realized we didn't have a star in that level. Maybe that's fine for the first level of the world. I think that makes sense that the level that is like teaching the mechanic doesn't have an optional thing. I have too many tabs open. Okay. So now maybe we can have some kind of harder cannon-based level that also has an optional star collectible. So I'd like to play around with narrower hallways at some point. Maybe now is a good time for that. I was thinking it might be fun to have. Oops. Now, what is going on here? It looks like we don't have. We're missing a. Let me check the tile set. So it's like detecting. Whoops. Oh, there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that is a glitch, but I don't care to fix it right now. So if we start our ship like there, and we add a cannon here, then we have this new sort of challenge where you need to, oh, I didn't give it the bullet. I might, maybe I should make it so that by I guess you can't add a default to an export var, or I could say in the ready function, if packed bullet is null, then set it equal to, hold on, I have to reorganize all this. Set it equal to the bullet's location. Value of, oh, so I have to do load. Whoops. There. Does that work? Hello? Why? Oh, because I didn't set a speed or a shoot time. Maybe I should have defaults for those two. What did we have in the last level? (20 and 2). You can't set them equal to something in here, can you? Oh, you can? Okay, then I'll just do that. Oh, great. So I can do that with this too. Hello? Is the problem with how it's detecting the Y direction? What? The collision. Oh, it's because I didn't. This is supposed to be layer 2. And I didn't do that across all of them. I didn't, yeah. So that should work. Okay, great. So now it's this different sort of, oh fuck. That's actually pretty hard with these sorts of controls. Especially in a narrow corridor like that. So I think either I need to decrease the shoot time or give the player a little more room. I could, what would happen if, let's see. Oh my goodness. Now, having 2 cannons might look more difficult, but if it's just about having this extra space, no, that's still pretty hard. Wait, what? Why didn't it? Why is it? Oh, because that's where I died, and I'm still there, I guess. Is it just me, or is it? Wait a minute. Are the bullets? They're not getting destroyed by my particles, are they? No. I don't know what I'm seeing. I think that is just the ship's body. So definitely possible, but I feel like that's way too tight for this early in the game. So yeah, why don't let's go back to yeah, let's go back to just this narrow corridor, and oops, hello, there we go. And let's just decrease, or I should say increase the shoot time. What if we double it? Oh. So yeah, that's quite generous now. There's still, you know, you can still goober it up like I am. Hello? Why did that not kill me? What is happening there? It's like when I'm... Oh... It's because my hitbox... Well, it seems like sometimes it's detecting... what am I trying to say? It's like sometimes it's detecting my like collision box for physics before my area collision on the ship that detects the bullets is detecting it. So I think maybe I should just unmask the bullet. Well, so it's no longer detecting the ship. And, well, no, but I do want it to... I could have it... that's probably safer. So it'll cue free when it hits the player's like hurt area, but not when it just hits their body. Let's see if that works. No. Okay, let's just try it a couple more times. Seems more consistent. Alright, I think that's probably fine. Okay. So, yep, now we've got our first little challenge. So let's continue. Why? Okay. We could have maybe just a longer one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Oh no, this is all screwed up. So, what is... What is the problem here? What? I don't understand. This is detecting, it's a tile below and to the bottom right, and nothing else. Do I not have anything like that in the tile set? Terrains. Do I have to go into the scene? How do is there a way to just view all the... Oh, I see. So I think the problem is that, yeah, so I would want one of these to display there, but right now it only shows up when there's something under it and nothing else around it. I wonder if there's a way, can I make it so that like these are optional? That would be really nice, but I don't know if I can. So I might have to edit this texture out a little bit. That would be pretty annoying. I wonder if... I think there are different kinds of terrains, right? Match. What if I only do match sides? Will that royally screw everything up? Oh. Or will it make everything perfect and beautiful? It certainly will not make everything... Oh! Maybe we're good? That's much better. Also, I don't know why those corners are still there. I forsook you long ago. Okay. So yeah, let's just make this a longer... Oh my goodness. What is this? What are you? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. This I cannot stand for this. Let's get to the bottom of this. So yeah, this is for all sides. That's correct. This is for... Now... What? Oh, right. Right side... side left. Right, so it's just left, that's just right, up, down. This... What is going on with you? that should show up. Well, it seems like that's not really what the problem is. The problem seems to be these. Right, because these are so corner specific, I think, that do we not need them anymore? Or do they still make sense? I mean, top, they don't make sense anymore because, yeah, they require corner detection. So let's just remove them from the terrain. Okay. And these guys should be okay, I think. Oh, just kidding. They're also corner dependent. I think I can select multiple, can't I? All of you are donezo, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see if that works any better. Yes. Much better. Okay. So let's make another cannon. And this was, the player was traveling, what, 3 tiles? Now they're traveling more than that. So yeah, I think like 5 makes some sense. See how this feels. Oh, I forget how tiny these levels have to be. Okay. That actually feels easier than the last one because you have so much more room and because turning takes a long time. So I think if that were to be harder, then I would need to increase the speed. So what if we do that? Oh my god. I might slightly increase, or should I say decrease the holy shit, okay. That seems alright. I might give the player just a little more wiggle room with crashing into walls. Let's call it 18 for now. Let me test that in the first level. Okay, so now you no longer die if you run directly into a wall. But if you go like that, you still die. think that feels better. Is it just me? Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was worried for a second that... Wait a minute. It feels like when I go diagonally, sometimes it feels like something is slowing me down, even though maybe I'm imagining it. You know what, actually? I want that to be a little less forgiving. We'll go with that for now. I'll probably try to play test soon. All right. So now I want to have probably a path that goes to the star and a path that just goes to the exit. Also, I think because it feels weird to just have this sort of negative space, I think I'm gonna... Wait a minute, what am I doing? Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm gonna change this a little bit. And let's move the cannon over. Why is this laggy? Hello? What's going on? Am I... Oh, I had the wrong tool selected. Okay. Yeah, that looks a little better. And then maybe you've got branching paths here. And oops. But where should I put the cannon? Maybe, ooh, what if we've got a cannon here and another cannon. This could be a little bonkers. Another cannon there. Although then they're just going to hit each other unless we put them on an offset of some sort. That's probably another thing that I should add to the cannons is the ability to define some sort of offset for the timer. So I wonder if time offset and then the timer dot time left. Well, is that the best way to go about it? Time left. Is read only and cannot be set. So we'd have to make wait time slightly longer for like one loop and then restart. So we got timer.wait time equals shoot time. And what if we say timer.wait time plus equals time offset, and then on timeout we can say if timer dot wait time is not equal to shoot time, then set it equal. Does that make sense? So now if we make canon 4 have an offset of 1, then it should shoot 1 second later, but then resume the same cycle as everything else. Or it won't. Oh? So it looks like that worked, but for some reason they both, at the start, they hit each other. That's so strange. I don't know why. Shoot only happens on timer timeout. So is the timer somehow timing out before the ready function? We could say maybe we should turn auto start off. And then we should start the timer after the ready function. Okay. Why did that? Well, maybe the shoot time is 4 right now. So if I watch this guy, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now if we restart, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that does track. It just feels a little weird. Maybe I kind of feel like they should shoot right away to show the player. So okay, this is kind of silly, but what if at the start the wait time is minus equals the shoot time, and so then they would go right away. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Shoot time minus 1. Uh-oh. That's weird. Huh. Well, maybe it's fine like this. Okay. The good news is I kind of think this game is fun. Although I'm still sort of torn about the die speed, because oh well, all right. There's still some risk. There's still some risk. Okay, so now here, I didn't think this through. So originally my plan was, ooh, wait a minute. What if, what if, I'm also thinking that I might want to have like a checkpoint. Because it would feel pretty bad to die at the end and go back, although it is quite short. So what if so we'll put the exit here, and we'll put the star here, and then you actually, I'm going to move the ship for now so I can test this. So you need to get past this horizontal bullet to you also need to time it with, I might make that offset a little smaller so that, yeah, why don't we make it like 0.3. That be enough? Yeah. So then you rush down there, you run, ooh, that's pretty hard. All right, so the speed thing definitely still has an impact. Oh, okay. And now I want to see if it's possible to get back. If not, I might change the timing. Oop. Yeah, I don't think it is possible. So, oh, I'm repeatedly dying. Oh. Here, I should add... Where else am I dying right now? In this. Oh. but I'm gonna make this if state is state or is not state dot dead, so that you can't re-explode after you've died. I may just want to queue free the player or something after they die. Okay, so let's make both of these what about 6? That might feel a little excruciatingly long. Oops. I'm a little worried that having to go fast in the narrow corridors is quite hard. My goodness. So, and I still like the idea of that being a challenge, but shoot. Maybe this lower cannon one, yeah, this would make it a little easier if we take that out and move this lower cannon. Uh-oh. Now our offsets are wrong. Actually, we probably don't even need the offset anymore because now they're spatially offset. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the nice thing, oh shit. Okay. Well, so that's doable. It's pretty hard. So I might want to tweak some things. I think maybe it would help if the running into walls thing was on like a health bar, not a one shot. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's try playing this from the beginning. You know, this level is so tough that I think I actually might want it to be the 3rd level of the world. It is actually extremely annoying that I can't reload within the level without it being connected to the rest of the game. Oh my god. One thing I am pleased with about this game is the butt clenchitude of playing it. Ah, fuck. Maybe I should go back to, what was it that I had before? 18. Let me see how it feels on 18. It's funny how when the resolution is so small, those little differences are actually noticeable. Okay. My only concern with 18 is it feels like all you, just kidding. Maybe it's fine. Shit! Okay, well, maybe it's not a good sign if I, the designer, am like, I don't want to do this again. Maybe that means I should either add a checkpoint or make that part easier somehow. Okay. Now why am I not getting reversed? Oh, it's probably because I need to be above. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, so let's make that 2, 3. Hello. And, all right, so now let's think of a level that can fill the gap between these two. So here you've just got cannons that are perpendicular to the direction that the player's going, and here you have cannons that are almost exclusively parallel. So maybe we should make a level that has a little bit of both. And maybe with maybe a mix of wide and narrow corridors, because this is entirely narrow. Alright, let's make our scene and add our tiles and our portal. Oh, just kidding. That was all wrong. Shit. Portal. And tiles. All right. So maybe we could have, oh, let me save this. So we could start with the player in a narrow corridor, but with perpendicular cannons maybe, so that they get used to narrow corridors in sort of a safe setting. And then we could open it up into a wider corridor, but with parallel cannons. So let's see. Start off with something like that. I think a narrow corridor like that, they should go faster. Maybe not that fast. Although, I mean, it's doable, but it's tricky. Yeah, that's a little too fast. 1.5. Why are... Oh, I didn't do both of them. Yeah, that feels about right. Although... Yeah, I think that feels right. Because they have to like stop their momentum here to prepare for the next one. And so then maybe we can, how much space do we have? Yeah. We can like widen out here. And because we could have, well actually, what if, We could also have multiple rooms, but I don't know if we need them for this. Oops. It does feel kind of weird. I don't know. Oh, that's not what we want. Shoot. So the nice thing about having more space is that you can sort of go under it. I'm wondering, oops. I think that feels about right for speed, because they can go under. We're just questioning whether that's really the best preparation for the next level. I mean, it's probably fine. Alright, so now we need some kind of star challenge. So maybe we could I'm imagining something where, why don't we make I think I want a second room. Let's get those cameras in. So, oh, I didn't save them as scenes, did I? Alright, let's save you as a scene. Even though it probably work fine just as a regular node. And we'll save you as a scene. Or, well, how come you're pause 2 and pause 3? I must have gotten rid of the first one. So we'll save you as a scene, and we'll save you as a scene. Alright, so we'll get our level cam, which, yep, is right in the middle. And then we'll get our camera pause, and let's make your children editable. And this first one will be there at the beginning. And then let's get another one and move it under. And let's add it to the array. And yeah. So now we can go into our tiles and draw down here. And I think what I want is for some kind of like loop system where you're running from the cannons, and you can, if you like swoop up at one point, you'll get to the basic exit. If you go up at another point, then you get the star. So if we do something like that, this will sort of foreshadow the challenges in the next level, I think. I don't know what you're doing there. Slope. And then we're going to want our cam alerts. I probably should have called them like cam transition or something, but that's fine. So your position ID will be 1, right? Because you'll go to that guy and then you'll be 0. Is that how I did it? Let's get our ship and find out. Yep. Okay, great. Put our ship back. Let's turn that preview off. And let's cover up those edges. And let's put a cannon down here. And maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll make this double wide as well. To differentiate it from the next level. So yeah. And maybe we'll have 2 fairly slow bullets, or fairly slow cannons. have them like, yeah, sort of hugging each other. Although, is that, I guess that's kind of asymmetrical, isn't it? And we can't have that. Yeah, and let's give them fairly long shoot times. And then we'll put our portal here, and our star here. Right. Okay. That doesn't feel so bad. Oop. But for this part, it's tricky. I wonder if that's actually, that might be a little too hard, considering that this is sort of the tutorial for the next one, so I might make that a little longer. Or maybe, I don't know, do we want to just differentiate the shoot time or also the bullet speed? Because I feel like more frequent, slower bullets could potentially feel more threatening, while also not being quite as challenging. So what if we just tone the speed down a bit? Oops. I want to start here. Oops, I didn't do both of them. Also, it's moving kind of weirdly. Why do they look like that? How do they look if they're like really slow? They look normal. It's weird. Maybe that's just a weird speed for them. What if I make them 14? I mean, that looks pretty normal. It might just be a bit of an illusion. Holy shit. Okay, so let's try 10. I might have to tone down the shoot time too. So that's kind of fun to have both sets out at once, but that does make, yeah, that actually makes that even harder. So let's keep it at 10, but let's change that to, let's change it to 6. That is a really long time. I think that feels good. All right, so that's 3 more levels. So I think it's due Thursday, so I'll probably do one more stream. Hopefully at that point I'll just be polishing. So maybe we'll work on like particle effects and stuff like that. So yep, I'll be back with that on Wednesday. See you all then.